Here we are, guys, back again. Today we're going to do dirt bikes in the bush. I think we're up to volume, what are we up to? Episode 4. Should be a fair few people today. Also, I was going to have a quick chat. I got rid of the trailer and I picked up a moto. Look, it was a cheaper one, so I'm going to give you my thoughts on that. Then the boys will be here and we'll go for a ride. Let's check this thing out. So I was searching around. Look, I went a cheaper one. Some of them can get really expensive. This one, honestly, was on special. If you're in Australia, Bunnings online, I think they're on special for 170. So it's like a Giants brand. They don't come with the lights, so I've had to rig them up. Don't judge me. Had to buy the whole trailer set. I think you get the wiring on Amazon for like 25 bucks. Just had to make a little bit of a modification here with the pool noodle. It is a bit worrying, like it can't go anywhere. But having the glass here, I'm not a fan yet. Like the seat, kind of, you don't want it too hard either, because I reckon it'll leave a mark on your seat. But well, just in an hour's trip and it seemed fine. She's still working out the kinks. I got a lot of wiring down there. I'm going to have to make that shorter. The ramp sits here. It did wobble a lot, like back and forth. I've put some shims in here. You can see one shim there. And this, what are they called? They're like a stabilizer. And it sort of stopped it from moving up and down because the fit of the actual moto into here, there was a lot of movement and I just didn't like it a lot. So with the shims and that lock, it seems to stabilize it a bit more. But yeah, still, like, it does move a lot. I'm not a fan, but look, if it stays safe, I should be all right. The other thing I was going to mention is I have a hard time getting it on by myself. So I'm not sure how that's going to go. I've brought a step just to give me a bit more height. Because my car is raised roughly 3 inches. I think it's 1 inch body lift and 2-inch suspension. But sitting here, it seems to be a bit lower to the ground. The handlebars aren't too high, but I can kind of get it on 3/4 of the way and then kind of stop. You really need a bit of a run up, which, I don't know, I'm not a fan of the whole thing at the moment, but it is better than taking a trailer. So I'll try and take it off. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll show you what I mean. Take the tie downs off. This is a bit of a procedure, and once one tie down's off, the whole thing could fall off, so it does worry me a bit. Come round to the outside. And there's a whole car park and guys came right next to me. Of course. So I'm trying to be quiet. Oh, hi. I'm a YouTuber. So the bike's basically just sitting there holding on. Taking the fork saver out. It's just a process, but so is a trailer, I guess. Chuck that there. Got the step here too if I need it. Alright, so she's free. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it back. That's... up on the step. Seems to be coming. Love that sound. Wasn't too bad. Alright, I stand corrected. So it actually come off fairly easily. I was a bit worried, but no, come off really well. I think you just have to take your time and be careful. Yeah, so I don't know, I still don't feel great about them, but I didn't have a hiccup. I made sure the back tyre was also like strapped down so the back of the bike can't pop off over a big bump. Yeah, but no hiccups yet, so fingers crossed. 170 bucks plus the trailer wiring's not bad. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend them yet, but I'm still getting used to it, so we'll see how we go. The boys should be here soon. I'll get ready, warm up a bit, because it is cold. We're out at Neerim today, so hour-long drive, and some of it was like dirt road. And yeah, the Giants Moto, basically the cheapest one you can get, stood up pretty well, even with zip ties on the brake lights. So I'll get ready. The boys will be here soon, and we'll yeah, another installment of dirt bikes in the bush. Alright, so I've just stepped away from the campsite, just down the road. They're all getting ready. They should nearly be ready. I'm just, I've always been good riding when I'm moving, and moving quickly. That's sort of what suits me. So I've just come down to this little intersection. I'm just standing up and working on some clutch control. 2 fingers on the clutch down this side. Just standing up and just going around in like tight circle sort of thing. Not fast or anything, just to get my balance up. Might even help through the day, sort of warm up, get all the sensors going. But yeah, I've never been great at standing. I can't stand and go fast. I can sort of stand and go up hills and hang on, which is quite good because your body can just sort of maneuver around the bike and the bike does all the work. But going slowly, bit of clutch control, just trying to go in tight circles, bit of throttle. I reckon this would be how you just get better at control. Instead of just, usually we just pull out on the road, you know, you smash down a dirt road and sort of warm up that way, but you're moving quickly. Get your brakes warmed up, get the engine warmed up, oil all around the engine and things like that. But I've never really just taken the time to just get my balance for the day. You know, keep doing this every day. It might help long term. Just feel where the clutch is. To do some tight sort of windy stuff. Tap the brakes so you get your feet in the right spot to use the brakes. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to try and do this each ride. I don't think it's a bad idea, especially for a beginner. Obviously, I don't think I can do it for too long. Been doing it for probably 10 minutes, so it's time. How you bar? Is that my water thing there? Take. Thank you. You want to put it in the thing? Yeah, I will. Alright, so not out the car park. Mono's in the car park. No one's seen it. Can't believe it. Alright, so that was my dad Ed. He told me about 20 minutes ago he wasn't feeling it today, and I said, well, just take it easy at the start until you do. Look, it happens to all of us. Some days you'll wake up and not want to do anything, let alone jump on a dirt bike. I'm sure all you riders out there have had that nervous, anxious feeling before a ride. Well, today our mate had just had his power valve tuned, so the 2-stroke power band will come on a bit sooner by our local Ride Road Dirt Channel Star date. So here we are. I think it changed the characteristics of the bike a little too much, and well, you'll see.
Oh, that was a good start, Edward. Jesus. Okay, now, you alright?
Well, after flying 6 feet in the air, surprisingly he was fine. Just a few bumps and bruises along with a snapped speedo cable. Very lucky. So I helped him out and we went on our way. We adjusted the power valve back a tiny bit at the next stop. Hey, since I've been back, it's usually me out there in the shrubs, or in the creek, or off the cliff. Anyway, there's plenty of me stacking later in the video, so we'll continue on.
Well, that was scary, seeing your dad fly through the air like that. He went past me at a rate of knots, so... I don't know. He did say in the car park he wasn't feeling it, so there you go.
So this next track is my type of fun. Uphill, faster flowing, a few jumps, exhilarating pace, no phone calls, no emails, no nothing. It's a big reason why I ride. This is where my riding style is at its happiest. If you've watched any of my other videos, you're well aware that I'm not a fan when it comes to the singles, but each to their own. So I'll be quiet and let you see how I float through most of this track quite happily and come out the other end.
Dusty. was fun. What a shot. This is what you call a single. Oh, that was not my favourite. Ah, crap. Man down. You know what that means? We'll probably be man down soon. Oh, it's not too bad. Muddy. Just as I say that. Just needed momentum, keep moving, get over that. Lean back a little bit when the front wheel goes over. Just keep moving. Geez, it's thick. Don't reckon it gets used too much.
Do I need to say it again? I don't like... Nah, it's fine. They just don't agree with me, unfortunately. Slow-moving technical is not my specialty at all. I was happy to have it done, but happier to see the end of it. Anyway, the old 200 hasn't skipped a beat since I drowned it in episode 3 of Dirt Bikes in the Bush. But I did spend a few days stripping it right back, cleaning up the electrics, even spraying some penetrant down the spark plug hole for a night, greasing any bearings or axles that may need it, and changing the oil a few times and the spark plug. As great as this bike was for its time, I just think the newer 150s and the likes are just worlds apart. Not so much in outright power, but just the handling and ease of operation. Unfortunately, it's a bit harder trudging through the slop on a 19-year-old bike. But hey, it's what I got, and I'm proud to have this old girl still out there doing what it's made to do. Kudos to you, KTM. Now let's see what trouble we can get ourselves into up here. So, as I said in the car park, we're at Neerim today, nestled in the rolling foothills of the Great Dividing Range about 110 kilometres east of Melbourne. It might look small, but this place packs a surprising punch. Just east of the town lies the Latrobe Trail Bike Visitor Area.
home to an intricate web of gravel roads, bush tracks, and challenging terrain for riders of all levels. You'll find creek crossings, rutted climbs, slippery slopes, and endless single track options. The forest here is legendary. Dense eucalyptus, tight bends, technical ascents and descents. It's a true playground for dirt bikes. Plus, a new single trail network is being built by late 2025, making it the first of its kind on public land in Victoria. It's legal, well-managed, and busy year-round with locals and visitors alike. So trails stay open and lively no matter the season. Just remember to register your bike, wear the right gear, and stick to formed tracks. So that's why Neerim is a top-tier spot for dirt biking. Diverse terrain, accessible trails, legal riding, and constant development. And nothing hits harder than tearing through these forests on a classic KTM 200.
That's probably the difference between an MX and an Enduro. Mine was happy just to hold revs, blip, go up, no worries. Probably would have stalled if I was on a race bike then, but it's just a bit more forgiving. This is what it's built for. Is he knackered again? All good?
Yeah.
Just knackered?
Just fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep cruising slowly. Dad's behind me. Yeah. I will say though, that hill was hairy. I just made it up. It's like so tight and like up. There's no way you're getting up that without momentum. Like you couldn't just crawl up it. You 100% needed some momentum. And as I slowed down, even if you're not in the right spot, you have to just power on. Like you seen, I was off the track. I just pulled the throttle and it kind of like pulled my front wheel back onto the track. And then I went like over and then pulled it again, went back onto from like right to left to right. Like that saying that they say, when in doubt, power out. It's actually like legit. I know people say it just around or whatever. When in doubt, power out. But it is actually like, that's what you do. You have to. Like if I'm halfway up there and I'm off that track and I like just hold my clutch in and come to a stop, what's going to happen is you're just going to fall. You're going to go down with gravity down a really steep hill. If you're lucky, you kind of just land in the bushes next to you, but if not, you'll go tumbling down that hill. So yeah, sometimes power is the answer. Not here, but yeah, that's my lesson anyway. That's what I've learnt.
Well, another fun day on the bike's done. No serious injuries and no breakdowns. That's a win in my book. So I didn't get it on camera, but I did need help getting the bike back onto the motorbike carrier. Plus, the first time I tried to put it on by myself, I got the front wheel up and the back wheel hit the ramp and made it fall. So I had to take it back down, get one of the guys to help me. We had to take it up with a bit of control and less speed. That seemed to go up okay. I tied it all down again and we made it home fine. So I'll continue using it for now, more for the fact that it's just easier than towing a trailer. Anyway, keep your eyes on the channel in the coming weeks. We've added a few adventure bikes to the fleet. Another KTM 390 and a Suzuki V-Strom 650. We'll do a review on the V-Strom in the near future and put it up against the KLR on and off the road. As always guys, check out my Instagram and TikTok, and if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and I'll catch you in my mirrors. Thanks for watching.